Scenario 1. Artificial intelligence surpasses humans between 2026 and 2027. If evolution continues at this exponential rate, 10 seconds of improvement in just 1 year, artificial intelligence could be faster than professional Formula One drivers as early as 2026. And then what? What happens when a machine beats the official fastest lap record of a historic circuit? That changes everything. Scenario 2. Hybrid races between 2028 and 2030. Kvyat himself publicly speculated that humans and artificial intelligences might race together as teammates in the near future. Imagine this situation: you and a robot on the same team. It doesn't make mistakes from fatigue. It has no fear. It doesn't feel psychological pressure from fans or media. But you have unpredictability, racing instinct, creativity, and overtaking. Who really wins in that scenario? Scenario 3. Parallel official categories. Just like there's electric Formula E and traditional Formula One, we could have in the future Formula H for human and Formula AI for artificial intelligence. Each with its specific audience, its own rules, its particular excitement, and its world championship. And here's the philosophical question nobody wants to ask openly. If artificial intelligence is objectively faster, safer, more efficient, and more consistent, why would we still watch human races? The answer is simple and profound. Drama, pure emotion, human error. Hamilton crying on the radio after a victory. Verstappen telling his engineer to shut up in the middle of the race. Alonso complaining about the FIA and controversial decisions. You can't replicate that with an algorithm. Or can you in the future? Before I give you my final opinion on all this, let me tell you some absolutely bizarre facts about the event. The league has 3 different competitive formats: car based on the Japanese Super Formula, drone in official partnership with the Drone Champions League, and off-road buggy with no confirmed debut date yet. There's even a parallel student competition. More than 140 students from the United Arab Emirates competed with 1/18 scale autonomous cars. It's like the A2RL's grassroots program. The entire event lasted 6 full days. It was the first Abu Dhabi Autonomous Week in history, with technology summits, robotics exhibitions, parallel competitions, and even the RoboCup Asia Pacific happening simultaneously. 8,000 people watched live at the circuit. The north grandstand of Yas Marina was completely full. The international hype is absolutely real. But the marketing was a complete communication disaster. They changed the official date on the website several times, Saturday, then Sunday, created total confusion, didn't properly notify the press, didn't have the promised live broadcast, and only posted the recorded video hours later. Absolute cutting-edge technology, but marketing and communication from 2 decades ago. And now my personal and potentially controversial opinion about the future. I firmly believe we'll have official artificial intelligence categories in the next 5 years, even sanctioned by the FIA, and I find this absolutely fascinating for the development of motorsport. Because motorsport has always historically been about radical innovation, extreme speed, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. If you had asked me in 2010 if electric cars would be cool and exciting in racing, I would have said never, impossible. Today, Formula E is incredibly exciting, has insane overtakes, and a loyal audience. Technological evolution always surprises. But I don't think artificial intelligence will replace traditional Formula One. You know exactly why. Because we don't watch Formula One simply to see the technically fastest car cross the finish line. We watch to see Verstappen arguing with his engineer on the radio, Hamilton doing absolute magic in the rain at Interlagos, Alonso complaining about DRS and race control decisions. Artificial intelligence has no personal history. It has no emotional rivalry. It has no family drama. It has no human soul. At least not yet at this point in technology. But 10 years from now? 15 years from now? Who really knows what's coming? So tell me now in the comments your honest opinion. Would you watch a complete race if only artificial intelligence is competing? Do you think one day artificial intelligence will completely dominate professional motorsport? Or do you think the human factor, with all its flaws and emotions, will always win in the end? And if you want to watch the complete race with all the overtakes and crashes, the official video is available on the A2RL channel on YouTube. Just search for it. If you like technology, motorsport, and speculation about the future of racing, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next analysis. Leave a like if you found this video interesting and revealing, and share it with that friend who's completely passionate about technology and Formula One. A big hug, and see you in the next video with more news and analysis from the world of motorsport. And always remember, the future doesn't ask if you're ready. It simply arrives. In 2024, a robot lost to a Formula One driver by 10 seconds. In 2025, the gap dropped to half a second. If this evolution continues at this pace, how long until artificial intelligence wins? And the real question is, do you want to see that happen? Hello, my friends. What you just saw isn't science fiction. It's what happened this November 2025 in the Abu Dhabi desert at the Yas Marina Circuit, the same one where the Formula One Grand Prix takes place. 6 completely autonomous cars without drivers battled for a total prize of $25 million in the largest autonomous car race ever held in the world. And before you think it must be pretty slow, like remote control cars, these cars reached 183 miles per hour. They made real overtakes. They crashed. And they're evolving faster than any human driver could. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to show you 5 insane things about this leg that will make you completely rethink the future of motorsport worldwide. First, what the heck is the A2RL? A 2RL stands for Abu Dhabi Autonomous Racing League. It's organized by Aspire, which is part of the United Arab Emirates government. And it's not just cars. The league has 3 different categories: car racing, drone racing, and off-road buggy racing, all autonomous, all without human pilots. The cars are based on the Dallara Super Formula, the same ones that race in the Japanese competition. Honda 2.0 turbo engine with approximately 450 horsepower, equipped with 7 Sony cameras, 4 radars, and 3 LiDAR units. That sensor that uses lasers to map the environment in 3 dimensions. All of this processing information in real time to make decisions at 186 miles per hour. And here's the first disturbing fact of this analysis. In 2024, when the league debuted, the cars could barely complete a lap without making mistakes. They spun out, stopped on the track. It was total chaos. But in November 2025, the artificial intelligence completed a lap just 1.58 seconds slower than Daniil Kvyat, the project's official ambassador and a driver who made the podium in Formula One. A 10-second difference became 1 second in just 1 year. If you didn't find that terrifying, I don't know what else will scare you. And there's more, because the secret to this insane evolution is what you're about to discover now. Now comes the good part. The 5 most insane things about the A2RL that changed everything in 2025. Number 1, the digital twin. And this was the big revolution of the year. Before the actual race, the teams created a perfect digital twin of the cars and the circuit. The artificial intelligence trains in this virtual environment, running millions of laps, learning from every mistake, every braking point, every corner, every temperature condition, and tire wear. When it finally goes to the real track, it's already experienced the equivalent of years of a human driver's experience. It's like that Matrix movie where Neo learns Kung Fu in seconds, except it's real. And it was exactly this that allowed the evolution from 10 seconds to 1 second in just 12 months. Number 2, the evolution is exponential. Kvyat, the official ambassador and former Formula One driver, said it was night and day compared to last year. He highlighted that the artificial intelligence now brakes as late as a high-level human driver, accelerates with total confidence on straights, and is beginning to process how temperature and track conditions affect aerodynamics and performance. But there's an interesting problem. The artificial intelligence still doesn't attack the curbs like an experienced driver does. It's more conservative with track limits. It doesn't warm up the tires in the same strategic way. In other words, there's still considerable room for improvement. And that means what you saw today is just the beginning of this technological revolution. Number 3, the insane prize and global competition. 11 teams from 10 different countries competed for a total pot of $25 million distributed among the winners. The German team TUM took first place and the largest share of the prize. Italy with the Unimore team and the United Arab Emirates completed the podium. And guess what? France and Japan debuted this year for the first time. The league is growing internationally and attracting attention from the world's biggest universities and technology centers. Number 4, there were real overtakes and crashes during the race. During the main race, Italy's Unimore team overtook leader TUM at turn 6 of the circuit, taking the lead. But later, the car that was leading crashed into a backmarker. Yes, there was a blue flag in a robot race. The artificial intelligence had to deal with traffic, overtaking strategy, risk management, things that seemed completely impossible just a year ago. Number 5, the goal is not to replace human drivers. And here comes the most important part of this news. This project doesn't exist to end Formula One or take jobs away from professional drivers. The real goal is to rapidly advance autonomous car technology for societal applications, driverless deliveries, heavy cargo transport, safer city traffic, and driver assistance technology in regular cars. Racing is just the extreme laboratory where everything is tested at the absolute limit of physics and engineering. But wait, because the direct duel between human and machine was even more intense and revealing than you imagine. But what about the duel between Kvyat and the artificial intelligence? The project, as official ambassador, started 10 seconds behind the autonomous car and had 10 complete laps to catch up and overtake the machine. He did the best lap in 57.57 seconds. The artificial intelligence recorded 59.15 seconds. Seems like a lot? Well, last year, the difference was 10 full seconds per lap. Kvyat admitted publicly, "Now I can really push. I can chase the artificial intelligence closely, and it's only 1 second away from me." It's an impressive engineering achievement. He also said something chilling. What was once thought of as distant science fiction has now become concrete reality. And now comes the speculative part. Where is this really going to end up in the coming years?